Hi, Neil McLean back again for Living Advantage. We love getting into all the hot topics here, and right now you've probably noticed that insurance is on the tip of everyone's tongues. If you're like most people, you don't want to think about life insurance and income protection, and no one wants to think about funeral insurance. It's all a little bit doom and gloom. But you know what? This is more than just your TV or microwave. This is personal insurance. And while it can be a touchy subject for a lot of people, we're bringing it front and center and offering you some solutions. This way, you can get it done, get it out of the way, and not have to worry about it again. So let's talk income protection. We look at it this way. Nobody plans to have a car accident, but everybody insures their car. Just the same, nobody plans to lose their job, but few people actually insure against this. What's more likely to happen? Crash your car or lose your job? In today's world, I'd say, well, that's a pretty even bet. So it sounds strange that 95% of people protect their bucket of bolts, while less than 48% of people protect the money that feeds the family and pays the bills. Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Well, let's say you're good at your job. The organisation you work for is secure and your position is safe. Well, why would you think about income protection? Well, most people only associate income protection insurance with losing their job unexpectedly, like redundancy or the employer goes broke. Well, in today's economy, that's enough of a reason right there. But it's not the only reason. It doesn't matter whether you work in an office, drive a taxi, own a cafe, or you build houses. Anyone can get sick or have an accident. So what if you couldn't work for a long period of time? Who's going to pay the mortgage, the electricity, the phone bills, car payments, and everyday living expenses like food and fuel? Don't think it can happen to you? Well, guess what? You have a 1 in 3 chance of becoming disabled for more than 3 months before the age of 65. And if you think workers' compensation can help, well, 70% of all injuries occur outside of work and aren't covered by workers' compensation, which means you're on your own. I'm sure you get the picture, but before we move on, do this for yourself. Add up what it costs you to live each month, and then ask yourself, if you lost your job today, how long could you continue paying your living expenses? If the answer to this question is a little scary, income protection is something you definitely need to consider. I'll explain how Living Advantage can help shortly. So what about funeral cover? It happens to all of us, 100% guaranteed. You can't escape it, and you can't know when it's going to happen, but you can plan for it. The last thing a family needs after the loss of a loved one is the stress of finding thousands of dollars to quickly pay for a respectful funeral. Most families simply don't have this kind of money sitting lazy in a bank account ready for withdrawal. With this in mind, the funeral plans Living Advantage has found are designed to get the money to you generally within 48 hours. Because when the day comes, this is one of the first things you'll need. And the last thing you'll need is red tape from an insurance company. And just before I go, I have to mention life insurance plans, because that's what they are. They're plans. Ask yourself these 3 confronting questions. Who will support the family if you die tomorrow? How long could your family continue to pay expenses like the mortgage, food, electricity after you're gone? And do you have a plan to ensure your family is financially secure without you? Now, if you're feeling a little shocked at your answers, it's time to do something about it right now. Covering yourself for funeral costs, life insurance, and loss of income is not a luxury reserved for the wealthy. Personal insurance is vital to the security of your family. And for something this important, you can be sure Living Advantage has done the homework and found safe, affordable options for you. So how can you access this information? Just give our hotline a call or fill in the inquiry form on the Living Advantage website. And a qualified insurance professional will be in touch with you very soon to provide a solution that suits you. So stop delaying, because life can change in an instant and you need to be prepared. So contact us now and you can stop worrying about what happens if, especially when the real question is, what happens when? Thanks for watching. I'm Neil McLean, and I'll be back soon with more valuable information from Living Advantage.